Their parents left them to die. They didn't starve, they killed. This is not the fairy tale you remember. Hansel and Gretel were the children of a poor woodcutter. The fields were barren, the cupboard was empty, and each day the fire grew smaller.
We're starving. If we feed them, we'll die too.
There must be another way.
There isn't.
The next morning, they told the children it was just a walk, a little adventure in the woods. Hansel held Gretel's hand. Their father said nothing. They walked and walked until the trees thickened and the trail disappeared. When the children turned around, their parents were gone. The story of Hansel and Gretel didn't begin in a book. It was never meant to be read. It was meant to be told. In 1812, two brothers in Germany, Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, published the first written version. And in the original version, it wasn't a stepmother who wanted the children gone. It was their real mother.
They won't make it anyway. We have no food left. We're saving them from suffering.
So when the Grimms revised their book in 1857, they changed her. The mother became a stepmother. 14th century Europe. The continent was starving. Harvest failed, rain never stopped. Livestock died, and then came the plague. The Black Death. The world grew silent, leaving only the cries of the hungry. In some places, abandoning a child wasn't just desperation, it was survival. And so the stories followed. Stories with witches and candy houses to cover up the truth. The children wandered for hours, the forest stretched endlessly. Their feet ached, their bellies growled. Then, they saw it.
Is it made of bread?
And sugar. It smells like sugar.
A miracle in the middle of nowhere. A house built from sweets, walls of cake, windows of sugar glass, and at the door, a woman with kind eyes.
Poor little ones, you must be starving. Come inside, eat, rest.
They ate until their stomachs ached. They fell asleep in warm beds. They thought they were safe. They weren't. When Hansel woke, he was in a cage.
You'll fatten up nicely. Start the fire. Make it hot.
She planned to eat them, and she had done it before. But Gretel was watching, waiting.
The oven. It's not hot enough. Could you check it?
Useless child.
She opened the door, leaned in, and Gretel pushed. The witch burned. The smell of sugar turned to smoke.
I had to.
They took what they could, gold, jewels, food, and ran through the woods. Back to the house they were once thrown away from. The stepmother was dead, the father broken. This is the part where most stories end. The children return, the family is whole again. Happily ever after. But that's not what this is. Hansel and Gretel didn't survive because they were kind. They survived because they were clever and ruthless. They were lied to, abandoned, hunted. And when the moment came, they didn't hesitate. They killed, and they lived. Was the witch a monster or just another starving soul? In a world that had no mercy, it's a story about hunger, about betrayal, about what children become when no one protects them. Gretel closed the oven door, and together they walked out of the woods. We still call it a fairy tale, a sweet story about clever kids in a candy house. But the truth, it always starts where things look the sweetest and ends where it hurts the most. Once upon a minute. In the next tale, the glass slipper didn't fit by chance. And midnight was never the real curse. The Untold Story of Cinderella. Subscribe and turn on notifications.